Hello everyone, welcome to another video as it relates to for what's coming this Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. It's going to be Pursuit Week. It's going to be a little bit different and I've got a few updates. I did ride the TT course in the official Zwift meetup, so I've got a couple of changes that I need to make in order to really correct some of the information that I posted in my last video, which was wrong on my part. The first change is that it's 11.3 miles for the Zwift racing segment for the Temps to Get course. So I completely apologize if I said 12 point something or 10.7 miles. It is officially 11.3 miles, and I do have a Zwift segment that verifies this. Now, things will be a little bit different for this week. The first thing is that, one, it's 11.3 miles, and so you're going to finish after you come back on the arch. So when you're going back, you'll see there's a gate right after that arch. So plan accordingly. The second thing is for the rules here. In the last week's TT, only TT bikes were allowed. But for the case of cat and mouse here, all bikes are eligible. So that means that if you want to go and work together with a group of folks to accomplish a certain time, go for it. And this makes things a little bit interesting, especially when it comes to the mouse side of the house, for those that are going to be finishing with expected times a little bit slower compared to, I guess, the cats here. So working together is a strategy that can help, and as such, all bikes are eligible. So this will make for things to be very interesting. Again, you can be as fast or as slow as you want, but ideally you want to be able to complete this in under 42 minutes. And because it's shorter than the 12.2 miles for circling back, you should be able to complete this. And from what I saw, folks from completing the TTs, I think everybody completed it under 40. So I think under 42 minutes is going to be pretty good. And again, I also recommend a warm-up if you aren't already familiar with it, because the cats are going to be chasing. And last week we discussed about potential time. So last week I had folks to measure approximately what they were thinking in terms of the time frame. For the reference, I did in Zwift a segment where I rode at a little under 2.5 watts per kilo, and I finished this in roughly 33 minutes, 34. So that's just to give a little bit of an indication of how long to complete this 11.3 miles. It is fast and flat for those that haven't ridden this before, but I think most people probably have. There is a lead-in of 1.5 miles going into this, but again, only focus on the 11.3 miles, right? Just think about get those 11.3 miles done as fast as you can, and you'll be just fine. Now, let's get to the seed times. So last week I had folks measure what was the approximate time that it would take for them to finish, whether it was around that 12-mile marker, and so I have finished times accordingly. My time during the TT last week was 25 minutes and 56 seconds for, yes, 11.3 miles. So I think I could go faster than that. And that was when I was on the TT bike and I was not going all out. So, yeah. Anyways, regardless of that, the first thing that we'll want to go through here is the seed times. And what you'll want to be is you'll want to be on the Discord channel. And I'll post that link into the description in this video in the description below. Excuse me there. So as a result, for those that have had slower finishing times compared to 25 minutes, what we'll do is we're going to go on a tiered list here. And probably what I'll do is I'll probably make a poll in the Facebook pages just to kind of gauge as to what are the times that people are going to finish. And so, as the example here, if you think you're going to finish 11.3 miles in 42 minutes, you're going to start right away from the gun. So as soon as the event starts, which will be at 6 p.m., and I'll repeat, the event will start at 6 p.m. If you're expecting to finish at 42 minutes, you're going to go right as soon as the event starts. And I'll yell this out in the chat. Then we'll have a group for 40 minutes that'll start 2 minutes later than the group that started at 42 minutes. Then we have a group that's 35 minutes, which will start 7 minutes after the 42-minute group. There will be a 32-minute group that'll start 10 minutes after the 42-minute group. And then we'll keep going down until we hit to, well, the last person that might be me. Or I might just decide to jump ahead a little bit just to, stir the pot. But we'll kind of see how it goes, because I think work might get in the way of me being actually able to do an all-out effort for 26 minutes. That stated, do note what time that you had from when you finished the TT and Tempest Fugit, and put yourself in that corresponding group. If you're in between finish times, say for example you finished 33 minutes, go with a more conservative group. So if you finish 33 minutes, I recommend you go with a 35-minute group. Or if you did 28 minutes, go with a 30-minute group. Be a little bit conservative. And if you've got a couple folks that are within that group, again, all bikes are eligible. So if you do just road bikes, you can draft off each other. That means you're going to have to put in a little bit of effort to make sure that you maintain a high speed, but you can draft off each other if you decide to choose a regular road bike. So do keep that in mind and something to think about. And again, you want to work together with your group if you decide to go with the groups, and you want to work together to stave off the cats. Or in this case, you might be the cat in that you're chasing the other slower groups. So something, again, to also think about. The course, as I alluded to, the correction that I have to make is that the official meetup is 11.3 miles. So as soon as you're done with the 11.3 miles, it is essentially a social ride. You can cheer the others on that may still be on the course, or just use it as a prolonged warm down, which probably is something that I'm going to be doing. But regardless, do be prepared for a very hard effort for this cat and mouse. The idea with these seed times is that you hopefully should be able to finish 11.3 miles all at the same time. But because this is a cat and mouse, there will be folks that will be going hard, and so they may finish a little bit faster than what their expected seed time is. So make sure that you aren't cheese bait, per se. Aside from that, it's very straightforward. Again, it is fast and flat. Go as fast or as slow as you want, but again, I think it's a little bit more exciting if you go a little bit faster, because, there's going to be some folks that are going to want to chase you, or be chased. So, that being stated, that's a summary for what will happen this coming week, this Tuesday. And again, I strongly recommend and actually advise everybody that's going to participate in the Cat and Mouse Challenge with the Pursuit to go and join the Discord channel, and I'll have a link to that Discord channel in the description below for this video. That being stated, rest up, get ready to chase or be chased. If you like the content of this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button or click on the bell notifications to get all the other videos. And with that, I'll see you out on the course Zwifting.